Hello students, welcome to physics class of plus 2. We were doing chapter wave optics. Objective of today's topic is to study about detection of polarized light and laws of polarization. And the topics which we are going to discuss are detection of polarized light, uses of polarite, Malus law and Brewster's law. First of all, we will study about detection of plane polarized light by a polarite. Here you can see an ordinary light which vibrate in two planes. After passing through a polarizer, it becomes a plane polarized light. There is another polarite which is called analyzer because it analyzes whether light is polarized or not. The orientation of both polarizer and analyzer is same. Therefore, we are getting a plane polarized light over here. But in the second case, same light when passes through polarizer and analyzer which is in opposite orientation, we are getting no light. Thus, this analyzer analyzes that whether the light is polarized or not. This polarite is having vertical orientation, second polarite is having horizontal orientation. When both the polarites are in same orientation like this, light passes through it, but when they are in opposite orientation, there is no light. So in this way, this polarite acts as an analyzer. Now let's discuss three cases. In the first case, we are having a single polarizer. In the second case, we are having two polarizers with same orientation. And in the third case, we are having two polarizers with opposite orientation. So when polarized light passes through polarizer, it allows the light to pass through it. In the second case, since the polarizers are in same orientation, again it allows the light. But in the third case, since the polarizers are in opposite orientation, it blocks the light and hence we are not getting any light. This happens like this. Here you can see a plane polarized light and this is polarite which acts as an analyzer. When the polarite rotates, the intensity of light decreases to 0. So, we conclude that on rotating the polarite, if intensity of emergent light changes to 0, it means the given light is completely plane polarized. In this way, we can detect whether a light is polarized or not. Now let's see some uses of polarite. The very first use, it is used in sunglasses. The polarites are used in sunglasses which protects our eyes from harmful UV radiations. You can see the difference between a non-polarized and polarized glass over here. Number 2. To prepare filter. Polarites are used to prepare filter so that we can get a plane polarized light or we can increase or decrease the intensity of light. Number 3. Polarites are fitted on the windshield of the cars. You can see the difference between a windshield with polarite and the second one which is without polarite. The next is in 3D motion pictures. Yes, the three-dimensional motion pictures are also uses polarite so that you can have a realistic effect. Next is for laboratory purposes, like it is used in microscopes. Polarite or polarizers are used in microscopes to have a brighter or better images of the specimens. Next is in headlights of automobiles. Polarites are used in headlights of automobiles to reduce the glare effect. Now let's see some laws of polarization. The very first law is law of Malus. Malus law states that the intensity of plane polarized light that passes through an analyzer varies as the square of the cosine of the angle between the plane of the polarizer and the transmission axis of the analyzer. It means intensity is directly proportional to cos square theta. Look at this video again. As we are rotating means we are changing the angle and intensity slowly decreases to 0. And this variation in the intensity is directly proportional to the cosine square of theta. It means unpolarized light when passes through polarizer, its intensity reduces to half, and as it passes through the analyzer, the intensity becomes I naught 2, which is the initial intensity, into cos square theta, and we can say that I is equal to I naught cos square theta, where I naught is the intensity of plane polarized light and I is intensity of transmitted light from the analyzer, this light, after passing through the analyzer, and theta is angle between pass axis of polarizer and analyzer. And hence Maule's law tells us about how intensity varies when it passes through the analyzer. Let's discuss about Brewster's law. But before discussing Brewster's law, let us recall refraction of light. We know that when light travels from rarer to denser medium whose refractive index is mu, the light bends towards normal. So we get an incident ray and a refracted ray. But with the refracted ray, we get one more ray, which is partially reflected ray. So we are having three light rays: incident ray, refracted ray and reflected ray. Let us see what is Brewster's angle. Students, when reflected wave is perpendicular to the refracted wave, means when refracted ray and reflected ray are perpendicular to each other, the reflected wave, this one, OB, the reflected wave is totally polarized wave, and then the angle of incidence is called Brewster's angle. So at that moment this angle is called Brewster's angle or angle of polarization. Now we will discuss Brewster's law. Brewster's law states that the tangent of the polarizing angle is equal to the refractive index of the reflecting medium with respect to the surrounding. It means that refractive index of this medium is equal to tan IB, means tan of angle of incidence at which the light get polarized. Here theta is IB, which is Brewster's angle or polarizing angle. So this is mathematical form of Brewster's law. Now let's discuss some of the questions. Question number 1. What are the polarides? Give examples. Question number 2. Mention some uses of the polarides. Question number 3. What are the polarizers and the analyzers? Question number 4. Discuss the method of polarization by reflection in detail with the help of a diagram. Question number 5. State the Maule's law. Question number 6. State and prove Brewster's law. And last question is, give the importance of Brewster's law. That's the end of the topic. Thank you.